Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to level up those tech skills?
Always. What are we diving into today?
This time we're exploring Ask Matukar Tech Bytes. It's this blog, kind of looks like it's straight out of the early 2000s, you know?
Ah, so minimalist chic then.
Exactly. But don't let the looks fool ya. The content, pure gold. We're talking Linux, AI, that kind of
It
thing.
was right up our alley.
Right. And get this, the guy behind it, Madhukar, he's a principal systems engineer at Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. So, not just some random person with a keyboard.
Okay, color me intrigued. Where do we even start with this treasure trove?
Let's kick things off with some Linux, shall we? Specifically, those essential commands everyone's got to know.
Oh, yeah. The gateway to true command line mastery. I still remember struggling to mount my first drive.
Madhukar actually breaks down mounting drives in a way that just clicks. It's like suddenly you're speaking the computer's language.
And he doesn't just tell you what to type, he explains the why, which is so important.
Totally. Like, he highlights a command to find your last reboot time, which at first glance might seem kind of random.
But think about it. That's your entry point to system logs. And those logs, they're like your detective's notebook for troubleshooting, security, everything.
Okay, so we went from reboot time to Sherlock Holmes. I like it.
It's all connected. Motherker just has this way of connecting the dots, you know? He makes you realize that even a simple command can unlock a deeper understanding of how things work.
It's like he's saying, don't just memorize, understand, which honestly is refreshing in a world of quick fixes and shortcuts.
Absolutely. And speaking of shortcuts, did you see the part about his free AI ML learning path?
Dude, seriously, free? I thought those boot camps cost an arm and a leg.
Right. But Madhukar lays it all out, step by step. And what I found interesting was that he starts with the fundamentals, like actual math.
Which, let's be real, is where a lot of people probably zone out.
Totally.
That's
But he emphasizes how crucial it is, that solid foundation, before diving into Python and all that jazz.
It's like he's saying, look, I know you want to build cool AI stuff, but trust me, learn this math and you'll thank me later.
Exactly. He's setting you up for long-term success, not just some quick, flashy results.
Okay, so far we've got essential Linux commands and a free AI/ML education. What else you got, Madhukar? Speaking of essential skills, let's talk about something that can be a bit of a head scratcher, even for seasoned techies: cloud computing.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like every other day, there's a new acronym to decipher. IAS-PON-SAAS. It's enough to make your head spin.
Right. You end up nodding along in meetings, pretending you get it, when really you're just trying to figure out what language everyone's speaking.
Uh-huh. Guilty as charged.
Okay.
Thankfully, Madhukar comes to our rescue once again. His cloud glossary, seriously, it's a lifesaver.
It is, and what I appreciate is that he doesn't just spit out dry definitions. He breaks down the differences between those service models in a way that makes sense even if you're not, like, a cloud engineer.
It's about understanding what each model actually means for you, the user.
Right.
How much control you have, what responsibilities you're taking on, that's the key.
Totally. And get this, he uses this brilliant analogy to explain it all.
Yeah.
Ordering a pizza versus buying ingredients to cook versus going to a buffet.
Okay, that's actually genius.
Right. So pizza delivery, that's software as a service or SaaS. You just want the pizza. All the hassle of making it is someone else's problem. You don't care about the oven, the dough, any of that. You just enjoy the cheesy goodness.
And just like with pizza toppings, you get to pick and choose the software that fits your needs. No need to worry about the technical nitty-gritty behind it.
Exactly. So then buying ingredients to cook, that's got to be platform as a service or PaaS.
You got it. You got your kitchen, your tools, maybe even some prepped veggies, but you're in control of the recipe, the cooking time, all that.
You're the chef calling the shots. And that leaves us with the buffet, which has to be infrastructure as a service or II.
All you can eat freedom. But you're also responsible for building your own plate, or in this case, managing your own applications, operating systems, the whole shebang.
It's the ultimate in control, but it also requires a certain level of, let's call it, cloud comfort food. You got to be ready to roll up your sleeves and get technical. But, even with all this talk about cloud and code, Madhukar doesn't shy away from the human side of tech either. He dives into software engineering interviews and data structures and algorithms. It's like he's saying, I got you covered no matter what stage of the tech journey you're at.
He really does go above and beyond, and his approach to interview prep is refreshing, to say the least. It's not just about memorizing code snippets or acing those tricky algorithm questions.
Right. He emphasizes system design, which, to be honest, sounded a bit intimidating to me at first.
Yeah, but he breaks it down in a way that makes sense, even for someone like me who's not, building complex algorithms every day. He explains it's all about those fundamental building blocks of computer science, data structures, and algorithms.
So instead of freaking out, I should think of them as like the Legos of programming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got it. Just like you can build anything with enough Legos,
Hmm.
understanding data structures and algorithms lets you write more efficient, more powerful code, no matter what language you're using. It's like leveling up your coding superpowers.
Okay, I'm sold. But you know what's really cool about all this? It's Madhur's emphasis on learning how to learn. It's like a common thread through all his posts, whether it's Linux, AI, you name it.
Totally. It's not just about giving you the answers, it's about giving you the tools to find your own answers, to keep learning as the tech world changes.
Right, which, let's be real, is like constantly. He's basically saying, look, this stuff's going to evolve, but if you can teach yourself how to learn, you'll be set.
Exactly. He's all about empowering you to take control of your own tech journey. And honestly, that's something I think we could all use a little more of these days.
Couldn't agree more. So, to wrap things up, if you're even remotely curious about tech, bookmark Ask Madhukar Tech Bytes right now. Seriously, it's like having a cheat sheet for navigating the tech world, written by someone who genuinely wants you to succeed.
Don't just bookmark it. Get ready to lose yourself in a late-night coding spiral. Trust me, it happens to the best of us.
And on that note, I think we've successfully navigated another tech deep dive. Catch you all next time.